Hello everybody, my name is Pizane Moonshine. Welcome back to Chapter 3 of Dead Space. If you haven't been watching, we just got through the infirmary and we're able to get, bloody hell, can't remember the other guy's name, but him onto the bridge so that he could unlock the ship for us. So now we're going to press on, have a good time of it. There is something I want to check. Let's see. That's not what I want to check. Or that. Okay. I'm learning how to play again. Something I can.
You've got two problems, and we're working on borrowed time here.
Alright.
First, there's no fuel in the engines. Second, the gravity centrifuge is offline, which means there's a couple of trillion tons of rock pulling us down. I need you to get that centrifuge operational. Refuel the main engine and fire it up so I can stabilize the ship's orbit.
Alright, well I'll just go do everything then. But yeah, I think you can mess around with the putting on the different armor types. So I could pull the contact energy. So if that is the case, which I think it would be, we can just try them on, see how they look. Because I thought they were all very nice. And while I do like this one, you know, the classic like engineer suit is pretty impressive. You guys, nice friends. Crush your legs. So you
Personal log. Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. It's been 2 days since they pulled that planet open, since the captain died. The panic, the riots, they were nothing compared with what came after. Our friends, our co-workers, started coming back. Changed, coming back to kill us, drag us away. Rucker disappeared this morning, and I have to assume he's dead. My crew, they're starting to crack. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but right now I have bigger problems. We're hemorrhaging fuel and the primary engine is laboring. Danvers and I are going to try to reach the fuel depot to see if we can fix it.
It's not a good idea.
Temple out.
I want soda. Buddy. See right now. Okay, so what's in my safe? All that stuff. Yeah, I guess you can't go back. Either way, I mean, there's stuff online for what they look like. Most of you would probably, I would hope, know what they look like anyway. Okay, so we can go that way. Over to the centrifuge. Alright, let's go. Oh, how was my... Ah, plenty of wine. Such good ambience. Yeah, you're a thing. That was so cool. Huh? Alright. Don't jump out at me, please.
What in hell is going on here? Danvers, Henderson, he's crazy. He's pulling his own teeth out. Henderson, for God's sake! Oh God, is he dead? Relax, he's alive. But he hit that door pretty hard. Man, why would he do something like that? I don't get it.
Because he's losing his mind, since the marker tends to create hallucinations and psychosis. And if you guys want me to read the stuff out loud, just let me know. I still figure that might as well just keep pressing on. The information is interesting, it's just... I would imagine you guys would be better at reading it for you. Since I don't want to take up too much of your time with these videos. Not that it's not worth it, it certainly is. You guys heard that too, right? I'm not just losing my mind.
Refueling sequence activated.
Creepy crawlies, get off me. Okay. I almost always go up that way and clear the way. Not sure way. Habits. Spooky music. Right. Let's go over and initiate this fueling process. I thought that was a good use of my surroundings. Sorry if I'm more quiet this time. seem to be focusing a little more readily.
Never should have let him live. Never should have let him live. Shut it, Danvers. Shut it. Engineering log. Temple reporting. Someone has shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves in the process. They need to be repaired before I can reopen them, but we're running out of time. With the engine offline, orbit decay will begin in less than 10 hours. I just can't understand who would do this. It's one of those crazy unitologist bastards. I'll break their neck.
Anderson said they were coming. We never should have let him live.
Shut up, Danvers! Help me with the tools. Temple out.
Perhaps you shouldn't have. It's too late now. Ripper. That's a good weapon too. Come on.
Refueling sequence activated. Sufficient fuel to fire primary engine.
Whatever you did, it's working, Isaac.
It's because I'm
I have a
awesome.
fuel reading. It's only a quarter full, but that's enough to restore orbit once you bring the engines online. False alarm.
Go. Fuck those guys. Right, so there's got to be more. It can't just be them. Oh my! Hello. Sorry, I got a little aggravated with that one. I'll take that. It's all about planning. Fine. I'm one of those people that like leans into stuff when I play games. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Where did that guy go? Yeah, alright. Let's get rid of the stuff that's in my inventory. Oh. Plenty of stuff. No way, this feels like it's going at a faster pace this time. Alright. I always feel like these are the best places that they can jump you. I think it only happens like once. I never remember which one it is. But they make it feel like it's going to happen every single time. Okay.
now the centrifuge is offline. We've got 4 trillion tons of rock hanging off our ass, and without that centrifuge to balance the ship, the gravity tethers will pull us straight down to the colony. I'm heading in there now to see if I can fix it.
I just want to drop that big piece of rock back on its spot. That's what I'd like to do, or what I would have done, I think, in this instance. At least that's what I'd like to think I would have done. Hard to say. I might have been dead. Who did not see this being a trap?
Decontamination sequence activated.
Okay.
Please stand by.
Don't you do it. You got it. Or you. Alright, where are you guys going to drop out of? It's going to be right to both of me, isn't it? Where is it? I don't trust you. I thought there was going to be more jumping out of that.
Decontamination sequence complete.
Thanks.
Thank you for your patience.
You're welcome. Somebody's having a bad day out there. You see her in the background. Oh shit! Alright, let's check this way out first. Because I think there's an audio log down this way as well. Ew. What's that? Money. Alright, that's later on when we get that. Poison? I don't know, something to kill that, whatever it is. Right. Don't you do it. Guessing that's where the guy just had a bad day. Alright. You know, surprisingly, for as old as this game is, which I can't rightly remember how old it is right now, I'm really not upset with the way that the graphics look.
Entering zero gravity.
Yay! Alright, where am I going? Hello. Over there, I guess? Head and both arms. I do like how, I guess, perspectual that the game makes you think. What directions are in space?
Generator module attached.
Where are you at? aware if geology is not exact science. Alright.
Generator module attached. Centrifuge power restored.
Where is it? Oh, hello. So that's where I came from. So is that where I'm going? What do you mean I can't do it?
Centrifuge activated. Re-establishing balance with planetary cargo. Gravity restored. Entering vacuum.
Awesome. Okay, so... Right.
You're doing great, Isaac.
Thanks.
Centrifuge and gyros are both 100% and stabilized. Now get out of there and focus on the engine.
Any of you
I don't know how much time
want
we
to
have
come out
left.
here? That would be awesome. Oh, that's right, I gotta run against it. And that slug needs to death. Remember when I was playing hardcore on Dead Space 3? Like, doing that without dying at all took me days. Are you? Go away. Alright. Running. Contact energy. The contact beam was actually pretty useful for the big guys. Alright. But I never really used
Exiting
it
vacuum.
all that often. It's slow. Get some sort of like plasma grenade and just chuck it down the hole. And back that way to command. I don't think that works. I want to say I don't think it works.
Isaac! Can you hear me? It's Kendra.
Hey, Kendra.
They attacked me, I ran for it, and Hammond just... he just disappeared.
Kendra? Where are you?
Nice to see you're alive and well, Hammond. I've barricaded myself in the computer core. I can hear them moving outside, but I don't think they know I'm in here. I can launch into everything from here. I hacked the route and found some reports from the colony. Even before they cracked the planet, the colonists were experiencing widespread dementia. It seems to be related to some artifact they found on the planet. Something called the Marker. I'll keep looking. I've got your location and I'm going to unlock the door to fuel storage. You can get to the engine chamber from there.
Right. You know, it's funny. When they bring up the Marker in this game, they make it seem like it was the first one they've ever found. But they found the original black marker, I think it was. Well, just their original marker that was the basis for the Unitology Charge on Earth. I think. Let me refresh my memory with some of this trivia.
Entering zero gravity.
I'm sure you guys will let me know. Hi. You stay there.
Exiting zero gravity.
Alright. You know, I'd actually be kind of intrigued with
Exiting vacuum.
a VR version of a game like this, where it's important for you to chop limbs off, you know? Goodness, that was loud. Might have to quiet that down for the editing process. But yeah, like a VR version of a game like this where it's not just like headshots and stuff all over the place. I think that'd be a neat little thing. I mean, I haven't got to experience too much of VR technology as it stands to date. But I've been seeing other people do things about VR, and it was kind of neat. What was that? That Arizona Sunshine? That looked like it was a decent little VR zombie shooter. I just wish the VR setups were like so expensive, you know? You're essentially buying an entirely separate console just for VR equipment. Which, I mean it is, because you're buying an entirely different setup to add into your current setup, so I mean, like with the PlayStation VR and Oculus Rift and, what's the other big one, like the Vive, or Vive, or whichever it is?
This is Temple. Screw the engine. I can't restart it by myself, and with all the other shit going on, it's obvious this is sabotage. I'm heading for the bridge, and then I need to find Elizabeth. I gotta get her off this ship. It's not safe.
No, you're kidding. Good job on that one. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? That would be an interesting little change to the mechanic, you know? See, now this would have been a convenient spot for them to do like some sort of ambush, because you can't move fast on that growth. Maybe they did? Or that was a jump scare. Put me on edge for a second. guys that are now the wall. Are you still alive? Good. That would be messed up. It's almost like they combined. Well, I'm sure they got that idea from, like, well, I guess I could go look, but it looks very aliens, like when they're putting up their victims on the wall to be inhabited, or they lay eggs in them. I think so. Okay, so that way. What's in there? And here's a trap. Oh, hello. Okay. I know I'm just wasting ammo. It's not very conservationist in a survival horror, but I've got a lot. Oh, I need a better chair. I'm sitting on essentially what you would see in a hotel chair. Not exceedingly comfortable. Let's see if it works. Ah, I mean, it hit him. It didn't stick him though. Just in case. I don't like these guys. But, if you shoot off their head before you do any other damage, they won't explode with those little guys. They're one of the only creatures that I tend to use the stasis modules on. That way I can aim precisely. So aside from it being an achievement and just using the plasma cutter through an entire playthrough without using anything else, what's one of your guys' favourite weapons? I'll usually double up with like the contact beam as my second, or the machine gun, so I can take out those little guys that crawl around. That way you're not having to expend decent ammunition to try and actually take people out. Because if you have tried, but trying to use a machine gun to shoot off limbs, it's problematic, and honestly probably why the USMG, either way the Valor that comes to help you out later on, probably why they get overrun, because all they have are machine guns.
Ignition sequence.
And probably in contact beams.
Please stand by.
I am standing by. Hello. Shot. Confirm in a minute.
Engines firing.
can't get over how different it is using headphones for this. I mean, I guess I should have known that, but it gives you actual directional sound, so you're able to more easily predict where things are coming without just straight knowing. That was one of the only ways that I was able to beat Dead Space 3, because I just remembered where the spawn points were. That was a lot in that game.
It's working. We're online and functional.
Oh, that's exciting.
Finally, some good news. Get a tram to the bridge, Isaac. I'm gonna take us back into a geostation.
Wait, we're not safe yet. Ship's asteroid defense system is offline. On the way up, the ship's going to pass through a debris field thrown up from the planet crack. We'll be ripped to pieces unless you restart it.
God damn it! I'll start working on it from here. Isaac, meet me at the bridge. You can do more good here than I can.
Yeah, because I'm an engineer and you're useless. Because, you know, there's no way there'd be a manual on how to do things up there. No way at all. I don't know about you, but anything that I have to drive or utilise that's bigger than me, usually there's a manual somewhere nearby that's being like, hey, push this button, utilise this fuel consumption, like that sort of thing.
Isaac, where are you? It's me, Nicole.
Well, then why don't you say something back? Right. Into that way. I forget if this ends the chapter or not. It might. Hello? Well, alright then. Chapter 3 done. I guess it didn't actually go that much quicker. It just felt that way because the area itself was smaller. But, either way. Ooh. There's another video down. How are you guys enjoying it so far? Like, I'm actually enjoying this, getting to go through again, because the last time I was able to actually go through this was with my fiancée, and she loved the storyline but was freaked out by the overall game. But that was a good time. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave this video here. Go ahead and leave a comment and, you know, give me some tips and pointers and things you want to see in future videos, and, you know, the usual stuff. Like, I'm so happy you guys are watching this with me and coming through this storyline. But if you like this video, go ahead and tap that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.